Welcome to another edition of Selling Life and Annuities. I'm your host, Randy Pierson, Vice President of Life and Annuities at Gordon Marketing. And with me today, I've got Paul Bechtold, our manager of our debt elimination programs here at Gordon Marketing. And today we're going to talk about life insurance, of course, and the fact that, whatever your financial objective is in acquiring a life insurance policy, whether that's wealth accumulation or debt elimination, there are no quick fixes. So stay tuned. All right, Paul. I think, you and I, veterans of the insurance business and been selling life insurance for a long time, and we recognize that, life insurance is a long-term proposition, right? You don't buy life insurance to necessarily receive a direct benefit within days or weeks or months. It's a long-term proposition. But in your world, because you're still out there selling, and when you're meeting with consumers, how do you get them to understand, once again, the life insurance is more of a long-term proposition than a short-term fix?
Well, one of the first things I see when you start pointing out some of the wonderful things that life insurance can do beyond a death benefit, you can get a client excited pretty quickly because they start seeing things that they never knew existed before. And so the emotion level rises and they start seeing some of the financial objectives that they can accomplish, like getting out of debt, building up a tax-free retirement to supplement whatever else they have, or even get something started if they don't have anything in place. And I think the natural inclination nowadays is one of instant gratification. They want to see it get into action right away, and there just isn't anything like that out there. There's nothing you're going to put in your money in today and start seeing results tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I would agree. That's what I was thinking too while you were just saying that we do live in this now society, right? America, we want everything now. Amazon, for example, has spoiled us. I need this particular product. I need this item. You go on Amazon, holy cow, I could get it today, right? Or tomorrow morning at the latest. So, now saying that we need to manage client expectations as it relates to their life insurance purchases, it is pretty amazing that, especially with debt elimination, with some of the products that we utilize in that system, that we can provide some benefits in relatively short order, right?
Absolutely.
Can you give the viewers an example or two?
Yeah, well, our catch with both debt plans that we have is that we can usually get rid of all their debt in 9 years or less on average, and usually the consumer debt is gone within 2 years. I'd say 85% of the cases that I see, all the consumer debt's gone, everything but the mortgage is 2 years. That's pretty instant gratification in a debt world where we've taken years to accumulate that debt, right?
Yeah.
So
the example that I like to use is, and I've seen it and talked to folks who have utilized the program, is that there are a lot of people out there that have that Visa card or a Discover card or some card out there that has literally had a balance on it for, in some instances, perhaps the consumer's entire adult life. And through the use of this program and some real focused attention, they're able to pay that card off in, say, 3 months, 2 months, 6 months. And that's a real paradigm shift, right, for them. Holy cow, that $30, $40, $50, $80 a month payment, I don't have to make it anymore because I paid that card off for the first time, man. That's got to be hugely gratifying.
Sure is. But Randy, what I would tell you is it really comes down to a couple of things and some other elements inside those couple of things. One is it takes a structured plan that's quantified for the client so they have some guideposts to go by, right?
Yeah.
The problem with trying to do the do-it-yourself debt payoff plan is something always seems to get in the way. Some other use of our money seems to take over.
Yeah, life happens, right?
Yeah, or it's like a diet that you get on and you can't stay on the diet because the first time you're hungry for a pizza at midnight on Friday, you ruin that diet, right?
Absolutely.
So similarly with a debt plan, if I at least can quantify and show the client how they can get rid of all that consumer debt in 2 years, at least they're incentivized now to stay disciplined and committed to the plan, to fund it as planned. That's the other side of it, is it's got to be funded as planned. I can't start trimming the funding back the minute something comes up and delude myself into the fact that, yeah, I've kept my plan in place, but yet I'm not funding it properly.
Yeah, in fact, the objective, the impetus really should be on how can I accelerate the plan, right? I got a raise. Ooh, how can I accelerate my plan? I came into some extra cash. Ooh, how can I accelerate my plan? I really want to get out of debt sooner rather than later. Maybe I pick up a part-time gig, a side gig or something, and generate some extra revenue to get out of debt sooner. I'm curious, with all the agents that you talk to that are helping consumers, or in your personal experience, what percentage of consumers do you find that that slip and fall, right? That maybe get off the wagon per se and stumble with regards to their objectives, or perhaps the reverse of that? What percentage of folks really stick to the plan?
I would say, Randy, that very comfortably, I could say that 80% of people, once you show them the plan, are going to get on and they're going to adjust as planned because they see the benefit of it and they get committed to it. Okay, usually you can tell right up front with a client when they want to start invading that policy right away, taking loans. Mm-hmm. And by the way, for you agents out there listening, the one thing you have to be careful of is when you see that, be cautious, because that is where the life insurance carrier is reticent to get involved with early cash value loans, is because the lapse of policy becomes very problematic for them, and the insurance company is actually losing money.
Yeah, we certainly as agents have to work hard to help the consumer protect their own financial best interests, right? So last question, because this video's our time is quickly coming to an end. When you're helping a consumer achieve their financial objectives, let's just say once again, debt elimination or wealth accumulation, when the subject of life insurance as the vehicle, as the tool comes up, what kind of resistance do you see?
Relatively little, because usually by the time you've shown them the benefit and the fact that we're buying the least amount of actual death benefit and we're putting the majority of the money in the cash value, and how we're structuring it, how it's not structured like they originally thought, then the life insurance conversation becomes a moot point. It's just the vehicle of choice because of the characteristics, especially the tax-free nature of it, that overwhelms all the objections then. Yeah,
if your objective is to get from point A to point B, and that's what you really want to see happen, do you really care what vehicle gets you there, right? And I also think that a lot of advisors, a lot of agents out there allow their own prejudices or their perceived prejudices impact their opinion of what the consumer might be thinking. Right. When in fact, the consumer, this may be the first time they were exposed to the amazing benefits of permanent life insurance, and they may be thoroughly impressed, but the advisor might be thinking, ooh, can I really make this sale? Listen, if you're an agent out there and you're pondering this type of program, a debt elimination program, wealth accumulation program, and perhaps have never sold a lot of permanent life insurance, you need to speak to us. And in particular, you need to chat with Paul Bechtold, the manager of our programs. So reach out to him. You can reach him here at Gordon Marketing anytime. Happy to assist you. Paul, give him your cell phone number and your email address real quick.
Sure, Paul at gordonmarketing.com. My cell number is 317-626-3054. And like you like to say, Randy, we're 24/7, right?
I couldn't have said it better myself. And particularly Paul is a 24/7 guy. So reach out to us. Our job is to help you help more clients achieve their financial goals and help you increase your premium sales and your income. And so with that, we're going to call this episode to an end. Real quick before I let you go, click subscribe at the bottom of this video and the notification bell so that every time we come out with new content, you'll be sure to hear about it. Thanks and happy selling.